Hi guys, I know that a lot of people are feeling anxious right now with everything that's going on out in the world with the pressure of this new year. I know I'm feeling it. When I internalize it, I feel it in my stomach. I have these crazy gut issues that come up. I get really tight in my limbs. So when I get out of my freaking head and into my body and just start to breathe that tension away, everything changes. So I put together this really quick series, something that I do almost every morning when I don't have a ton of time, to just get you feeling in your body again and super aligned. So let's start at the back of the mat. Sweep those arms up. Fold forward, hands come through heart center, fingertips down on the mat. I want you to bend through those knees so that they're at a 90-degree angle and sit your booty back. And then inhale, lengthen out those legs, drop the head and neck. Connect to your breath here. Sit back in that chair. Feet are planted right underneath your knees. And then lengthen out, forward fold. One more, bend through those knees. And then lengthen out, restacking the spine one vertebrae at a time. Come on up to standing. Sweep those arms up. And then dive forward, forward fold. Hands come through heart center. Walk it out to a plank. Crown of your head lifts forward. One long line from your head down to your feet. Zip up those legs. Pull the belly button into the spine. And we're going to bend at the elbows. 1, 2, 3 times. Walk those hands back. Shift the hips up. And come back to your forward fold. Standing nice and strong here. Letting the back body open up. Bend through those knees again. Sit back into that chair. 1, 2, and 3 times. Forward fold, drop it all off. Let the tension melt away. Walk those hands back out into a plank. Wrists are stacked underneath your shoulder blades. Pull your belly button up and in. You can drop down to your knees if that's easier for you. We're going to do those push-ups again for 1, 2, and 3. Bending at the elbows, knitting those ribs. Shift those hips up and back. Down dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. Fold forward, let it all go. We're going to bend at those knees one more time. 1. Sink nice and deep for 2. And 3. Lengthen out. Walk those hands forward. Wrists are stacked under your shoulders again. Open up through that chest. And this time, we're just gonna lift that right leg up and back behind you. Point those toes. I want you to pull your right knee up into your chest. Curl it all in. And then extend that right leg up and back behind you, leaving it at hip height. Squeeze that booty. Pull the knee in. Extend back for 8, 7, exhale as you squeeze, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg extends back, toes come down to the mat. You're gonna float that left leg up and back behind you, and then draw that knee up into the chest. Extend it back, squeeze that leg, point those toes, open up through your chest, shoulder blades out of the ears, in and out. For 8, 7, 6, sounds like someone's up from his nap. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee to chest, extend out, drop those toes, and then bend through the elbows, come down to the mat, lay your belly down, untuck your toes, and then push your chest up with those arms into your up dog. So lift everything up off the mat, pull that belly in, and then drop those knees down, sit those hips back to those heels, child's pose. Just alternating here, flowing through the spine, curling nice and round, dropping down and opening up into that up dog. And then curling the spine up and back into child's pose. 2 more here. Opening up and then sitting back, hips to heels, letting go of tension, moving with ease and grace. Last one. And then when you're ready from here, come into a tabletop position. Wrists are stacked under shoulders. Your knees are stacked underneath your hip bones. Pull your belly button into your spine. We're gonna do 1 cat-cow to transition. So drop your belly, lift the gaze. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine. And let everything go. Drop the head. Come back to neutral. I want you to extend the left arm, extend the right leg back behind you, and then crunch it in. Knee meets the elbow. Extend out. Reach long in opposite directions. Hello. And then crunch it in. 1 more. Extend nice and long. Feel like you're getting longer as you reach in opposite directions for the walls in front of you and behind you. And then crunch it in, curl that spine. Drop the left hand and the right knee and lift the right arm and the left knee. We're gonna do the other side. So reach out nice and long in opposite directions. And then crunch that knee and curl the spine, pull your belly button up and in. Extend nice and long, and then crunch it in. 1 more. Extend out, reach, 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 reach. Point those toes, and then crunch it back in. Hand comes down, leg comes down. Tuck those toes, lift those knees, hips come up and back, down dog. Walk it out. Feel your back body lengthening, drop your head, shoulders out of those ears. And then from there, bend those knees, cross at your ankles, and jump through to a seated position. I want you to come back onto your elbows here. So lay on back, and then you're propped up on your forearms. Bring your legs into a nice tabletop position. Print your lower back into your mat. Pull your belly button down towards your mat, and then drop those right toes down to the mat. Left toes stay where they are. Pull it back up and in. Left toes drop down to the mat. We're just alternating sides here. Exhale as you lower one side. Inhale to come back up. For 7. Open up through that chest. Really feel yourself expanding, getting longer, reaching the crown of your head behind you as you focus on pulling that core in, knitting those ribs, and alternating toes. For 3. For 2. Last one. From here, just lay all the way back onto your back. Reach those arms back behind you. Again, pull that belly button down towards your mat. Imprint your spine. Knees come to tabletop again. And then circle those arms around to hug those knees. Lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Extend your arms back as you extend your legs forward at a 45-degree angle. Circle those arms, pull those knees in. And then extend, reach everything out. Lift a little higher this time, pull those knees in. Extend those arms out and back, circle them around, and pull it in. For 7, exhale as you curl into a tiny ball. 6, 5, 4, 3, feel those arm circles being longer. Last 2, and 1. All right, good work, you guys. Cross at your ankles and roll like a little ball. With your knees pulled into your chest, we're gonna cross over and then come back into your plank. Lift those hips up and back into down dog. And then go ahead and float that right leg up and back behind you. Straighten it out, and then bend at your knee. Open up your hips to the right side. Exhale here. Point those toes, float that right leg up and back behind you. Square the hips again. Drop the right leg down. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back behind you. Open up through the hip by bending at the knee and turning the hips to the left. Float the left leg up and back behind you. Drop it down. And then come to the knees. As we finish up here, I want to just do some light stretching, gentle movement on your knees, floating back and forth, just to close it up. Nice and gentle, whatever feels good as we finish the practice today. So you could come onto all fours, rock it out. Hey, Wesley, what are you doing? You coming here? Come here. Hi, Linda. Hi. Oh, come here. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Dada? No, I'm Mama. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed.